Hello Cancers and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for April 15th through the 21st of 2019. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It cannot and will not resonate with every single one of you. And we are not just our sun sign, so it's important to check out our other placements and the readings for our other placements for our monthlies as well as weeklies. They might have important messages for us. We might resonate better than with our sun sign, okay? If you guys want to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in the description box, as well as my Patreon. I'm not doing any 24-hour readings this Thursday through Monday of this week. My birthday is on the 21st, so I don't want to be doing any 24-hour readings during that time. I'm going to be taking them a little bit slower and probably taking a few days off there. Alrighty, Cancers. Cancers. So this week we have the sun moving into Taurus. We have also the full moon in Libra, which is on the 19th or the 20th, depending on where you are in the world. Alright, what else? This Libra full moon is the second out of two that we've had, actually. We had one last month, and this is the second one, and that almost never happens, so that's amazing. Libra is ruled by Venus. It's all about balancing in terms of relationships. It's, you know, the sign that has a lot to do with relationships. You know, it's kind of known for that. As you know, and we'll have the sun in a Venus-ruled placement by the end of the week, because Taurus is also ruled by Venus. So there's a lot of Venusian energy in terms of balancing of relationships, relationship focus, honestly, okay? With Libra also opposite Uranus and Taurus, there could be also a really impulsive, restless energy, bringing up a lot of unexpected events, unpredictable energy, a lot of tension. It's going to probably be bringing a lot of unpredictable and unprecedented tension into relationships. And we're going to have this real push in order to seek freedom, unexpected change, you know, break free of any type of routine or stagnation that we've been in, especially in terms of relationships, whether they be love or, you know, career, family, friend. But also with these Libra full moons, both of them, you know, with two of them, we have double the chances to really turn around any type of relationship that has been faltering. But we need to ask ourselves some big questions, okay? In terms of, you know, boundaries, balance within relationships, what we really need versus, you know, what we're putting up with. Have we let people walk all over us or take our energy from us? All right. Anyways, Cancers, let's pull some cards here. Finally, for what this Libra full moon is bringing up for you guys. What is it bringing up for my Cancers? Get the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Where have we, you know, been stagnating in terms of working on relationships, in terms of working even on ourselves? You see the Hierophant, that Taurus energy, but also they need to take things a little bit slower and more traditionally to really take almost a more spiritual approach to all of this. It's a very spiritual, like, where have we been not working on ourselves, especially in terms of our spirituality and our connection? If we have been laxing on working on that, that's going to come through. You're not working on more spiritual and watery aspects. To me, this feels very spiritual. This feels very much like connecting with our higher self in terms of following what really means something to us. What is, you know, getting back, it's almost like you're getting back to yourself here. Getting back to what our real desires are. What do we really want? But not just in terms of love, but in terms of a lifestyle, in terms of moving forward here. Do we want something more traditional, or are we looking for something else? Have we been easily pushed again by others into making decisions for us, for our lives, for our life paths and our beliefs? Have we neglected our own needs and desires here? And what have we been maybe too concerned about other, you know, what makes others happy, and, you know, others' energies and what their needs and wants are? The Fool reverse, yeah, where have we made foolish decisions? These things are going to be brought up to us here in this Libra full moon. You might feel a little bit foolish about some decisions, about not working on something here. You might be prone to, again, making some really sudden decisions. So try to remember, you know, what try to take it slow, honestly, because again, this restless, impulsive energy may make us to make some foolish decisions, especially in terms of what we say about our feelings and love. So keep in mind the more healing aspect of this, being able to heal imbalances, being able to talk about, where we faltered, if we do falter, if this is something that happened in the past or recently, it's admitting, oh God, I was wrong there, and doing something about it. There's healing with the stars. There's also this really amazing energy of coming together, of healing entire God, I cannot English. What is wrong with me today? In terms of getting to where we want to get, where we wanted to get to, the light at the end of the tunnel. We might need to really think about what our hopes and dreams are here. I mean, hopes and dreams are important, especially, and they're not unusual to come up during moon. It could feel we could have felt very foolish about what our hopes and dreams were. But, don't feel foolish about it. Don't feel dumb about, if we wanted something in the past and it's different now. Or even if, what we want now seems kind of like way out there. You have to be honest with yourself and not feel the judgment of others. Don't worry so much about, again, don't be overly concerned about how we're coming across to others. That's what Libra is trying to also remind us here in this Libra full moon. Is yes, they're very concerned, honestly, with appearances, but that Libra energy also says, yeah, but care about yourself first and don't care about what other people are thinking, saying, or what they believe about you, because of what you want and what you're trying to get out of life. Anyways, Cancers, let's see what's coming up for you this week. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Let's check out what is coming in this week in general life and career for my Cancers. Wow, oh my gosh, we get the Tower. Okay. General life and career for my Cancers, April 15th through the 21st. What's coming out here? Whoa. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Feels like this is a change coming in about what we've been not making. We've been not pushing forward on something. We've been kind of lazy or irresponsible about it, or really been putting things off. In terms of work, it's coming back here, and it's like, all right, nope, now's the time. You got to push forward on some things here. It's time to do it. Yeah, listen to your higher self. This is the time. If you've been holding back on anything, especially in terms of work, making some big changes, really working at something, really making the effort, it's going to happen this week. You're going to see some pushes forward. Let's get some clarifiers here. Let's clarify the Tower. Clarify the Tower for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. General life and career this week. Clarify the Tower. Wow, we get the Emperor reversed. Yeah, places where we've felt a lack of control, where we have been allowing others to push us around, allowing others to take control of our lives here. If anyone has been somebody, we could also feel that somebody is taking something away from us here. Clarify the Tower and the Emperor. I'm going to take a better look at this here. You have 3 major arcana in your read this week, Cancer. Clarify the Tower and the Emperor reversed for the Cancers this week in general life. Here, what is bringing this energy? What's it about? 4 of Pentacles. Wow, if we have been not really having a lot of control in terms of our bank account, in terms of, it could be, again, there's like a, what am I trying to say here? If we've been holding on to things too tightly here, and this is a need for a release of control. I mean, it could be the opposite for you guys. I need to get another here. This is interesting. This is a really weird energy. Because these are 2 very opposite feelings to me. One needs to take dominion, one needs to release. Or one has taken too much. So maybe it's finding that balance there and going off in a new direction. Maybe we need to find a balance between almost holding on too much to money and possessions, worldly possessions, things like that. Things that we have, physical things. Like even, yeah, again, money, objects. If we've been holding on to too much here, it's going to come, it needs to come loose here. There's a Tower moment involving, a ruthless energy. You know, there's a need for, again, more control. Need to take control here. And the Four of Pentacles says to maybe, again, it definitely has to do with things that you've held on to in terms of money, in terms of physical things. Are we buying too much? Are we spending money here and there when we shouldn't be? Are we making profitable investments? Are we saving our money here? And if we haven't been, that's going to come up. You know, we need to have a new approach to this and think about the future more. If we haven't been thinking about long-term goals, long-term future things, there is a need to pay attention there and to make better long-term decisions in terms of money, finances, in terms of what we want. Okay, so clarify the world, sorry, the wheel. Blech. Knight of Pentacles reversed in the wheel. Yeah, there's definitely been imbalance and foolish decisions. And there is a transfer, you know, there is something that's happening here. The wheel and the High Priestess for Cancer rising this week. Interesting. Ten of Cups. Yeah, okay. Okay. Follow your intuition on what has emotional meaning to you. There needs to be a balance in terms of conflicting interests here. So maybe we want to save for the long term, or we want to move, you know, out of a roommate situation and into a more serious one, or, you know, we want to move out of our parents' place, or just moving in general. If we've been saving up for something, we need to have a different approach to it. We've been trying to get somewhere in terms of money, in terms of career, and how much we're making, how much we're saving. We need to stop making foolish investments here. The wheel says, you know, every time we come into money, we might just kind of spend it. We might just kind of throw it here, there, everywhere. And we need to be a little bit more prudent with it. You know, the High Priestess is an energy that is very wise. She doesn't, you know, make decisions right off the bat. She kind of holds back. You know, we're applying, you know, what we've learned in terms of all of this here, because we might find that we haven't had a great loss of money, or, you know, somebody's saying, hey, you guys are being a little bit crazy with your money lately, or, you know, something. You look at your bank account and you're like, holy crap. So the Tower might not be like a sudden moment for you, but more of a realization that you've kind of let things slip by and you haven't been as prudent with it as you'd like to be. And again, this is going to resonate with every single Cancer out there. But there is a shift in the energy, so I do feel like with this Libra full moon this week, the energy is going to help you see where we can balance things out. So that is a positive, and see, you know, how we can move things forward into the future here, into a better place, into this Ten of Cups, being happy with what we've got and being really secure, getting to where we want to, especially emotionally, having more, again, it feels more like an emotional security of finally, okay, I'm getting more money, I know that I can take care of myself here, because maybe some of you guys are like, whoa, I have been foolish, what did I spend that on, why did I do that? So let's look at love now, love for my Cancers. I'm going to use my Rider-Waite deck for you. Love for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Couples, singles, love, and romance are April 15th through the 21st. We also have that Jupiter retrograde that we've kind of stepped into here, April 10th through August 11th. There's a lot of expansion in terms of our deepest values and, you know, even higher learning more, traveling. But because it is retrograde, it's more of a hold back on that. You know, other things are going to be slower and harder to delve into. But there is a lot of personal growth and reflection on our personal values and what changes need to be made to them. Again, there's a lot of focus on our higher purpose and what is best for our higher purpose and if we're living up to it. So again, even in these moments, feel that, you know, what you have done has given you strength. 5 of Wands reversed, 3 of Wands. When we don't fight, we see things progress. When we don't, you know, try to talk over the other person, try to, yeah, fight with them, it gives you guys a working energy. So I do think that this Libra full moon is allowing you guys to choose, I mean, unlike a lot of the other signs that I just read for, basically all the signs before you had a hard time choosing arrogance and overconfidence over being humble, working things out, having a softer attitude towards any kind of issues that may crop up in this tense energy of the full moon in relationships. You guys are choosing you're choosing the third way. You're choosing to be quiet, just nod your head and say, let's work on it. You know, I need to work on this just as much as you do. Let's, instead of blaming each other, yeah. We get the Nine of Pentacles, and I feel like it could be both ways. I saw it upright, but I also saw it reversed. When it's reversed, I feel that this is, you know, the not single for long card. We're not working alone. We can be proud not just on what we're doing, but what we're doing as a team here, what we're working on as a team. We could also be feeling that, you know, again, that's the overconfidence energy. Don't let it overrun you this week. You might be feeling a little bit arrogant about what we've done and all the work that we've put in. But also try to look at what your partner has done as well from a, you know, almost like an outside perspective. Try to look at it from a non-biased perspective with that Libra energy. It helps us. Because look, then you can have stability and growth for the long term. You know, we could also be receiving a real, you know, again, not single for long, receiving a long-term relationship commitment here. Some of us could be receiving, you know, offer of a relationship here. Clarify the Five of Wands reverse and Three of Wands. When you don't try to see who can scream the loudest and whose stick is the biggest, then you can see things progress. It's choosing that, again, that third option to communicate. Communicating in your energy. I mean, we could also be dealing with a fire sign, a Leo, a Sagittarius, and Aries. But I just feel that this is more communicative energy. Communicating our passions in a confident way without allowing it to get petty and fighty. Because, you know, the King of Wands is above that energy. He doesn't have to fight for it. He doesn't have to prove anything. He knows what he is. He knows what he has to say. He knows how he feels. Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's leaving petty, and it's almost like leaving petty crap behind. Realizing, you know, to pick and choose your battles. Some of them are really not worth it. And you're like, you're right. Like, universe, like, I don't need to fight about this. I know I'm right and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter. What matters is if we can work through this. Especially if we're in a relationship, or if, you know, what needs to be released in terms of trying to get to where you want to. And if you're single, what kind of negative patterns are how, in terms of how we're approaching love and relationships. You know, we have to look at our own weaknesses, and maybe it's involving, you know, comparing ourselves to others, and we need to be confident in ourselves. Yeah, strength. And King of Pentacles. It's having the courage to overcome, you know, what needs to be overcome here. But, you know, look at how lightly she's approaching this lion. She didn't go in and start smacking it. She approached it with love. She nurtured it. There's work being done in terms of nurturing and, you know, bringing strength back to a relationship, overcoming the hard times by, you know, saying, I love you. Let's work through this. I know that this is difficult, and I'm sorry, you know, maybe I approached this wrong, and maybe you did too, but let's work through this because I love you. You know, it's giving it the soft hand instead of the hard, you know, smack in the rear here with like a stick. It's a nurturing, loving strength. And it gives you long-term stability, especially if you're with an earth sign. And as we enter Taurus season, it feels like there's really stabilizing energy for a relationship. And maybe, again, offers possibly with an earth sign that could be really long-term. Maybe moving in together, you know, expand, you know, growing the relationship, engagement, or even just that first initial commitment. So that's amazing, guys. This is a really nice week for you in love. All right, let's pull some cards. One for singles, one for couples. For my Cancers. From the Romance Angels deck here. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. I don't think I pulled an oracle card for you guys. I keep forgetting to do it at the right time. Alright, so let's see. One for singles. Cancer singles for love this week. Message from the angels, advice from the angels. What do you need to know? Retreat. Yeah, it's time to disconnect from the world. There's definitely an energy of, like, instead of fighting, take a step back, retreat. Just, like, retreat and try to work on things. Because, you know, it does feel like they're on their honeymoon as well. So maybe you guys need to work on things just you, or you need to take some time away for just you and your partner. Let's see, one for couples. Cancer couples. We get engagement. Wow, guys. Yeah, engagement. Taking this to a higher level. Yeah, again, your relationship is definitely ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's what I was saying. Again, some of us could be getting engaged, you know, committing. Maybe, again, saying you want to move in together, just us or something. This is really, really beautiful. Let's look at the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco here and see message of advice or guidance from Spirit for the week. Anything else that they need to know? My Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. this? Trick or treat, mischief, and play. Love it for you guys. I really do. You know, should you receive the trick or treat card in your divination, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime. And you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything done. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. Amazing. So, Cancers, make sure to make time for play this week and to enjoy, okay? Alrighty, thank you guys so much for all of your support. If you haven't, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed week, my Cancers, okay? Thank you.